Hey, welcome to Neversink Farm, and I got my Broadfork here, and it's 4 years. And you think like, well, a Broadfork, such a simple tool, and I brought out so many more complicated tools that had lots of research and development behind it. So why 4 years? But when you have something so simple, it really does take time to just dial it in and make it absolutely perfect. You know, I've used Broadfork, 10,000 hours worth of Broadforking here at the farm. So I know Broadforks really, really well. And I've certainly tried them all. And so I wasn't going to develop a Broadfork unless it was completely different. So I want to go over what makes this thing different, and it looks like a simple Broadfork. Well, it is. It's a classic Broadfork, but I wanted to make sure it was not too heavy, but at the same time indestructible. So this is lifetime guarantee that you will not break the tines, you will not bend the tines, you will not break any of the steel, you won't bend any of the steel. Lifetime guarantee. And that was really important, but I wanted to be able to do that without the thing weighing tons. I wanted it to still be light. So that was important. So lifetime guarantee on the parts, but being light. The other important point is you have two choices of tines. You have what's called the knives, which is thin steel, flat steel, or round. But if you're aerating soil, round is the choice. So it had to be round. So I got really big ones, but lowered the amount because we're aerating. So 5/8 tines on here, nice and long, 11-inch 5/8. It's just the perfect depth. But you don't have to go all the way that depth, but at least you have the option of going all the way to 11 inches. And 5/8 just gives you, you know, if you're pulling it back, it's going to separate the soil. It gives holding power rather than a knife. And it leaves a nice big hole for amendments to fall into. The other thing, I like wooden handles. I don't want steel handles, right? So what is this? Well, what that is an anti-spring. Because when you're using wooden handles, they're beautifully comfortable, they're lightweight, you know, they make the Broadfork lighter. But what they do is they're going to spring the whole way. And so you're going to be putting a lot of energy into bending the wood as you're doing it. And look, I don't mind Broadforking, but I want to put energy into the tines, right? I want the tines to get the energy, not the wood. So that's anti-spring. So it stiffens up the handle. Really, really nice. A wonderful, wonderful feature, which I've been wanting to get on a Broadfork for a long time. It is key to making the Broadfork efficient, right? Then it has to have the right curve, right? I don't want a knife. What I want is that right curve, you see? Beautiful curve that when you stick it in the soil, right? It goes nice in, but gives a nice lift, and you don't have to pull it too far back. I know some people try to go all the way down, but right, with the right curve, just like that, that's it. Just till it cracks is what I say, just till the soil cracks a little bit, and that's it. That is a simple Broadfork, beautiful, 4 years of design to make it simple, beautiful, wonderful tool. The last thing I'm going to say about it is just an oil finish. You know, I debated a long time whether to paint it, but painting would just be for looks. An oil finish on this kind of thick steel is all you need, right? A light rust coating is not going to affect its use, its longevity. And you don't need to worry about the longevity because I'm taking that on. Lifetime guarantee on it. All right, so I hope you love it as much as I do. I'm gonna get back to forking.